Good day, everyone. So, something that's been bothering me for a very long while is just how lazy Hoyoverse is when it comes to implementing character animations. So, what do I mean by this? I don't mean the combat animations. The combat animations are pretty awesome and so on, and we need more of them, quite frankly. But what I'm talking about is the story animations. So, if you look at the NPCs, or let's say just even the characters themselves, they've got a couple of, let's say, set poses or a bunch of set animations that they can do. I think a very prominent one is little Klee, jumping around or smiling or putting her like index finger on her mouth, like looking wondering. I mean, these are animations that are just stock standard, but they're getting old. And the problem is, once you have a game like this that's supposedly a casual game, that's supposed to be a game that's all about the characters and selling the characters, you can't let down the sort of immersion and world building and all of that by having these like very lazy takes when it comes to your characters. I mean, even the Sumeru NPCs literally just had a reskin, and that to me is just lazy. Where are the new animations? Where are some like different dialogues and dialects that you can sort of listen to and so on? It's just like, what is Hoyoverse actually doing with all of our money, except of course spending it on creating new games? It's just, I mean, you guys know how much I love Kokomi, but honestly, seeing her, for instance, if you go to a bench and click on the sit icon, seeing her just sort of like sit there like a little doll, it's just so lifeless. It's just so, what, I need more. I need her to, sit there with her legs crossed, the arms nicely posed, and occasionally looking around, and even muttering some of her own internal dialogue. That would be so cool, wouldn't it? Like just having a bit more life breathe into the characters than, oh, you can choose one of like three and poses for the camera. It's just like, is this really the best we can do? Is this the most we can do? For me, it's just not good enough. And I think the other big thing is that if you don't have these dynamic animations and so on, the game can really start feeling a bit lifeless. It almost feels like, we're just going through the motions. One of the interesting things and ideas that I've actually had was, well, if you have different animations and so on, you could potentially make characters in Genshin a lot more lively. In other words, instead of them standing at a fixed spot and you having to go and talk to them, what about them actually just wandering around randomly in the open world? We've sort of said this like many times. I want to be able to quickly farm there in Leeway, and then all of a sudden I see Zhongli over there busy talking to himself, or I'm sort of busy on Watatumi Island, and there I see Kokomi randomly walking on the ocean and so on. That'll be cool. That'll feel like Teyvat has a sort of like lived experience, because like it or not, if you go into the world of Teyvat, you see the world and the environment rendering in, and that's kind of like very sad. And especially if you have like a high-end PC like me, you get way quicker to an area than what the game can actually load in. Once again, it's not the PC, it's the actual game that's not being properly optimized. And what you see is like literally the enemies almost like suddenly teleporting or appearing at a place, and it's just like, seriously, can't we just make like a seamless world experience? It's just, I don't know. For me, there's so much desirable things that they could do with the character animations. I mean, they've gotten it really right with some of the Sumeru NPCs, the one playing the guitar or dancing and so on. And that's the sort of thing that I want more of. I want more NPCs to do that, and I want more of our characters to do that. I want our characters to be more expressive. I want them to be more than just cut and copy paste like templates. I mean, when you saw the picture of Dottore in like the YouTube video, it was so cool. And then when I saw him in game, he just looked so chubby and, like a copy paste version. I mean, come on, Hoyo, do better. This is a character driven game.